Yes. It's that higher arc one.
That's it. That's the one we're trying to get.
Here's a simple attacking strategy which works really well at local league level. You serve, then you loop with lots of spin, then finish the point with a strong drive. 1, 2, 3, and the point is yours. You're going to hear from multiple English veterans champion and top coach Emma Harradine. She has some really useful tips to help you execute this attacking strategy. Let me pass you over to Emma.
This video is sponsored by Brybar, the best table tennis equipment company. Brybar sell bats, rubbers, blades, balls, clothing, tables. They have great offers and they ship worldwide. Go to brybartt.co.uk.
So depending on what sort of serve I've done, if I've done some sort of serve with backspin, I'm going to anticipate a backspin ball back, and then I'm looking to do maybe a kind of a slow high spin backhand loop or forehand loop, depending on which side the ball comes for my setup shot. Then what I'm looking to do, if that ball comes back, then I'm looking then to attack it, okay, as a fifth ball.
Yes.
So it's almost the third ball is kind of like your setup for your fifth ball. So what I'm looking to do, if I'm anticipating a backspin ball back, I'm probably going to start to prepare a little bit earlier by dropping my bat a little bit lower, depending on how much kind of backspin I've felt on the ball as I've served. So I'm going to kind of prepare with the bat below the height of the ball. What I've just started doing a little bit differently, which might go against some coaching methods, to get extra spin, because what I'm trying to do is get a slightly higher arc over the net rather than it going flatter, because what that's doing is it's increasing the margin of error or decreasing the margin of error, and getting that dip to go on the end of the table. So what I'm probably going to do is let the ball get to the top of its bounce. Just as it starts to fall, then I'm going to try and kind of rip my bat up the back of the ball to create that extra topspin. I think a lot of players probably try and take the ball early, and that's where they think they go for power rather than trying to get the spin, and that's why invariably it'll either go in the net or it'll go straight off the end because there's not enough topspin on the ball.
Yes. It's that higher arc one.
That's it. That's the one we're trying to get. Again, there's a tendency, I think, with some players, a lot of players, when we're looping that third ball, that we're upright, because the tendency is to come up. So if we do feel ourselves doing that, we've got to make sure if the weight's on the back of our heels, we've got to get ourselves forward, get our head forward, and the weight on the front foot. So if we can open up the third ball and keep the weight in the shoulders and the head forward, it'll make the fifth ball a lot easier and more secure. Depending on how much topspin I've got on my first open up on the third ball, I'm really going to close the bat angle. Depending on how quick it comes back will depend on how much rotation I've got. If it's coming back a little bit more quickly, I'm probably going to use kind of a little bit more wrist, a bit like a backhand flick on the backhand side, so I'm not just blocking it.
Yes, good.
And then the same on the forehand, where it's kind of in between a drive and a loop. So as long as I'm going forward rather than upwards, and it's just maybe a little move from the forearm, a little bit of shoulders, just to control your own spin. And what I'm also really looking for on that fifth ball to guarantee or give me an increased chance of winning the point is the placement. I think placement in some respects is probably a lot more important than power.
Yes. Yeah. Middle. Move your damn feet. Thank you, Emma. What I really like about this is how usable it is. You're not really taking a massive risk. And at local league level, players rarely counter this higher arc loop strongly. You usually get a more passive return, which then you can punish. Definitely give this a go. It could be a very good attacking strategy to add to your game. If you want to find out more about Emma, then go to her website at emmattcoach.co.uk. I will have plenty more videos coming soon, or check out one of these other videos featuring Emma. Bye bye.